You've got a lifetime of wisdom, experience, and passions. So why isn't it making you money online? If you're over 40, newsletters are your unfair advantage for a side hustle that actually pays off. I'll show you just how easy it is to set up your first one and 6 simple ways to start monetizing it today. Do you guys remember this? I promise, it's easier than getting to Bowser's Castle in Super Mario World. Now, before we dive into the monetization part of the Beehiiv newsletter, we're going to take a look at the platform itself. How does it work? How do you start a newsletter from the ground up? We'll take a look at some settings and just give you guys a good visual on how we're going to structure the newsletter. That way you have an idea of what we're going to be doing moving forward, and it'll make a little more sense once you kind of see how it's structured and how it's set up. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Beehiiv. The first thing we're going to want to do is sign up for a free account. So if you use the link down in the description below, you can get 30-day free trial and also 20% off for 3 months just for being a part of this community. So definitely check that out if you're interested. After you click that link, it's going to bring you here. It's going to ask you to choose your plan. So for the sake of this video, we're going to click on launch, which is totally free. And this allows you to have up to 2,500 subscribers. Just as a full transparency, the plan that I'm on is scale right here, starting at $43 a month. There are some features. We're going to talk about the monetization features that you do have to have the scale plan in order to fully take advantage, but you can still launch your newsletter totally free on the launch plan right here. So we're going to click on get started with launch. Okay, now you can either log in with Google or Gmail, or you can continue with your other email address. So you just want to type in your first name, your last name, your email address, and create a password. And then you're going to click on get started. The first screen it's going to bring you to is right here. This is your Beehiiv dashboard. So it's going to tell you how many subscribers you have, what's the open rate, what's the click-through rate. So basically what this means is the active subscribers is how many people are subscribed to your newsletter. The open rate is what percentage of people are actually clicking on your email in their inbox and opening your email. And the click-through rate, that means once they open your email, if they click a link within your email and it goes to a different website, that's going to be the click-through rate. So basically, they're clicking through and it's taking them out to a different website. So as you can see, mine is already set up with my newsletter, but let's assume that you're starting from scratch and we want to know how to actually set it up. So in the bottom left-hand corner, there's a little gear and it says the word settings. You're not going to be able to see it because my picture, my video is blocking. So you're not going to see the mouse click it, but you'll see in the bottom left-hand corner, there's a little button that says settings. So if you click on settings, you're going to see a bunch of tabs come up, and these are different things, different menu items you can go through to help you customize your newsletter. So we're going to get started at the very top. So general info goes down and basically it's going to ask you for the publication name. So what do you actually want to call your newsletter? So this is where you would type it in. And then for your description, you could basically type in what's the description of your newsletter? What do you want to talk about? What's the topic that you want to share with people? And this is also going to show, whatever you type in here is going to show in the very bottom left-hand corner in the footer. So all the way at the very bottom, there's like that little tiny bar, and this description is going to show up there too. So all these things, you can play with it and you can really decide kind of what you want to do. I would say before you start filling this information out, really kind of have an idea of what you want to talk about, what your topic is going to be, and what do you want to share with people. Next up, we have the publication logo. So what this is it's going to be the little icon that shows up right here on the tab. You can kind of see it up here. It shows on the tab when you open a new tab in the window. So that's going to be your publication logo. And then default thumbnail preview, what this is it's going to show up anytime that you create a new post. There's going to be a thumbnail or an image that is going to be at the top. So basically something could be like maybe an image or a graphic. Let's say you're writing a newsletter post about a beach or about a circus or about a sports event. You can put an image at the very top and it kind of just sets a tone or sets the the mood or the vibe for the article, and it really just gives it an extra sense of engagement and visually, makes it visually appealing. So that's something you can do if you want to put in the thumbnail preview. You don't have to do a thumbnail, but if you'd like to, that's where you'd put that. And then publication tags, moving on. Basically what this is asking is 3 keywords in order to describe what your newsletter is about. So what are the topics? So for mine, I have business, money, and education. So you can click here. Actually, it won't let me click because I have my 3 already filled out. But if you click down, you can actually, it'll give you a list of different keywords that you can type in that describe the newsletter as a whole. So you can just type in 3 or you can select them and it'll show up. And basically that allows people to search from within Beehiiv itself and find you. So, and then default language is going to be whatever your default language is. And then time zone, you can set your time zone. And then at the very top, when you first start your newsletter, there's a button, a subscribe button. So you can keep that word labeled as subscribe, or you can change it. You can say, I've seen people do like join free. I've seen join now, try free, whatever you want to put in there to get people to entice them to actually click. So for me, subscribe was kind of self-explanatory. So that's why I chose that. But you can choose anything you want. Let's move on to the emails tab. So basically under the emails tab, whatever the newsletter name is, that's what I would recommend typing in this first sender name field. It's just asking for an email address that you can put in that you're going to be replying to. A little further down, the email footer, which is at the very, very bottom of your newsletter post and your newsletter website. So you can really put anything there. Next up is going to be the preset email. So a welcome email is something that it's really, really encouraged to create. And that's basically the first kind of introduction to the newsletter for a new subscriber. So what does that mean? So if you click on new welcome email, this is what I created for my welcome email. So you basically create a subject and you can create a preview text, which we'll get into that a little bit later. And this right here, this box is this is the welcome email. You're basically just saying, hey, thanks for joining the newsletter. I really appreciate it. Here's what you can expect. So under domains, you can actually come up with a custom domain. If you have a brand that you want to create through your newsletter and you want to have the domain so people can go to the domain name or the website and they go right to your newsletter, that's something that I would highly recommend. Definitely consider this before you start doing any other settings. Make sure that you have this set up so everything is clearly defined and uniform. What the payment account is going to be is if you join the scale plan, the one we talked about being $43 a month, month to month. If you wanted to take advantage of Beehiiv Boost or the ads, what we're going to talk about here in just a minute, you're going to need to connect a Stripe account. So basically what Stripe is it's basically, think of it kind of like a bank to where it's called a payment processor. So basically it allows a customer or somebody within Beehiiv to make a transaction, meaning like you can charge a credit card, you can charge a debit card. So you're actually able to take payment, or you can actually charge if you were going to advertise within Beehiiv itself. To create our first post, we're going to come over here to the menu and click on the post button. So once you're in here, you're going to see all of your posts that you've created before. And since this is a brand new newsletter, you're not going to see anything here. So if you click on start writing, you can do a blank draft or you can hit use template. And the reason I like use template is because it gives you an outline, some sort of structure to actually follow if you really have no idea what you're doing. And I promise it is overwhelming at first, but you can do it. I know you can do it. I know we didn't grow up with the internet. Some people did, maybe some people didn't. You know, with the modem and the dial-up, it's okay. We can take it one step at a time. You guys can do this. So you can either start with a blank draft or you can start with basically the default template. This kind of gives you a preview. So this right here would be the title where it says new post. And then this basically divides it up into different headers. So you see the word here and then H1, and this is a header. So basically think of this as like different sections of your newsletter post. So H1 is going to be the largest font, and then you can type in a couple paragraphs, and then there's what's called a content breaker. It's basically like almost kind of like a little fine line to basically separate the different paragraphs or your newsletter. So just to make sure it's not all running together, because you want it to be easy to read for people, right? So you could scroll down and you can kind of see how this is structured. There's kind of like a little box right here that you can change the color of, however you want to do the layout. So you don't have to follow this exactly. It just kind of gives you the general template of starting a newsletter post. So it gives you a button right here that you can click, and you can have it go out to another website. It gives you a little table, kind of like a visual as to, so you can see, all right, what is this going to even look like? Here's an image. What is an image going to look like in your newsletter post? And just like a little table. So, okay, so that's default template. So if we go down here, there's a couple of quick start templates that Beehiiv has, and these are totally free. So if you like one of these styles, you can click it. So for example, let's do this one right here, the Wellness Wire. So, and this is all something, this is what your newsletter format could look like if you wanted to copy this. If you're really not sure how to kind of lay out your newsletter post, this just gives you a good idea. And it took me a while. It took me probably a couple months to get to my newsletter like template or my format that I use now. So the very first and the second post that I did, starting back in January of 2025, they don't look anything like what they do now in July of 2025. So we'll go in there and we'll take a look at my post here so you can see what a real live, newsletter kind of looks like. But you can see the title up here, you can see the image, and then some text down here, a little button, a little content break like we saw before. So this is just gives you an example of what it could look like. Now let's move on to the good stuff, the monetization strategies. Now, if your newsletter is not designed to make product recommendations, then Beehiiv has this integrated platform called Beehiiv Boost that is going to be perfect for you. Monetization strategy number one is Beehiiv Boosts. On the left-hand side here, on your menu bar, you're going to find the word monetize. So click on that sub menu, and we're going to go down and we're going to click on the word boost. And this is how you find your Beehiiv Boost network. At the very top, you're going to see it says monetize with Boost. So it tells you your total revenue, the total revenue that you've made, the verified subscribers. So basically what that means is people that have come in and subscribed to your newsletter, are they legitimate? Are they real people? Are they not spam? They take about 10 to 13 days to verify every subscriber to make sure they're legitimate, they're not a bot, and you can continue to get paid. So then active boost over here is basically how many different newsletters are you promoting? So like a cross promoting newsletter. And then verification rate over here is 69%. The percentage of signups that have passed their verification process. Okay, so as we scroll down, you're going to see a bunch of different newsletters right here. So there's different categories here where it says status. It's going to say pause, live, that kind of thing. So what this means is each one of these individual publications has applied to have their newsletter boosted or promoted. And they're going to set a dollar amount for every time that some new person subscribes, you're going to get this amount of money. So I'm going to drop this down right here and let's go to live, and we'll see all the different live boosts that I'm currently that I currently have with my newsletter. So these are all the ones that are being promoted. So let's say you were to sign up for my newsletter, and then you're going to get a pop-up saying, hey, my newsletter, I recommend these other newsletters. And if you were to subscribe to, say, it's just a little toggle. So if you were to click the little toggle and subscribe to, say, Soapbox News, then you would get a commission of $2. So that's for every individual subscriber. So imagine how quickly that could add up. So as you can see over here, it says total revenue $10. So just by promoting this Soapbox News, I've made $10 from people signing up to mine, and then they sign up to this other newsletter. So Half Baked, the same thing. So when it says offer CPA, that means offer cost per acquisition. So basically, how much are they going to pay you these other newsletters, how much are they going to pay you for bringing them a subscriber? So every subscriber that signs up for this Half Baked is going to pay you $1.60. And I've made $4.80 off of this newsletter. So the Net Worth Club, they pay $2 per subscriber. So as you can see, I've made $10 from people signing up through my newsletter to this other newsletter, and so on and so forth. So the total amount that I've made from Beehiiv Boost is $82.88. And again, I'm not doing anything special. I don't have to, this is on autopilot. It's totally automated. I don't have to do anything. All I have to do is you explore offers right here. Any newsletter that you want to apply to Boost, you can scroll down here and you can actually select. They have a bunch of different filters and categories that you can, whatever your niche is or your topic is, you can sort by, and that way you know that you're going to have an accurate, you kind of want to keep the audiences similar. So if mine is about making money online, I'm going to look to promote finance or money or business, just to keep it all in the same topic. So this is how you can find different newsletters to promote. And basically what you would do is you would click apply and you would type in a description as to why you would be a good fit in order to promote this Creators Toolbox newsletter. Did you know that you can make more money with this unlimited passive income method just by using Beehiiv's built-in ad network? Monetization strategy number 2 is Beehiiv ads. Now, the reason why I love Beehiiv ads is because everything is built in. The whole ad network, all the brands, the companies, everybody comes to you. So if you go over here to the left-hand side, you're going to click on monetize and we're going to click on ads. And then what this is showing us is the advertisements for the month. So the earnings this month so far, I've earned $38 and it's what, July 16th. So it's like 2 weeks into July and I've already made, it says down here, about 97% of your monthly subscription plan, which is awesome for doing literally nothing except for putting in a little ad that I don't even have to write. I don't have to create the picture. I don't have to create the text. When you get an ad, you're gonna see a little pop-up over here by the calendar, and it's gonna say, do you want to promote this brand? And once you click on that, it's gonna give you the calendar and say, okay, you can promote this brand in your newsletter post sometime in this 2 or 3 week period. This is without a doubt one of the easiest ways to make passive income, truly passive income. So over here it says Saturday, July 5th, and these are the ad placements that I put into my newsletter posts. So we can click on view details, and this is what this looks like. So as you can see, HubSpot is the name of the brand or the company, and $2 CPC. So that means the brand is going to pay $2 for every unique click. So anytime that somebody is a subscriber and they click on the ad, which is over here to the right, they click this image or they click a link in there, I'm going to get $2. It's as easy as that. I mean, it really can't be any easier. So let's go back and let's take a look at another one. So we're going to go over here to long angle, click on view details. And remember, the other one was $2. So long angle is the brand, and it tells you what the brand or the company is up here. It gives you a description. And this one is $2.40 cost per click. So basically, again, if a subscriber opens up your email and they click on the link, so over here, if they were to click this image or anywhere here on anything that's highlighted, you're going to get $2.40 for literally doing nothing. So that's pretty incredible to me. I mean, that if that's not passive income, I don't know what is, which is why that's absolutely perfect for us that are over 40. You guys can do this. I'm telling you, you can set up a newsletter for free. Again, there's going to be a link down in the description to sign up, start your free trial, and get going, and you can start making money. I mean, it can't get any easier than this. Beehiiv has a simple and easy to use built-in referral program that you can use to grow your newsletter and also reward your subscribers with different perks and rewards. It is super, super cool. Monetization strategy number 3 is referral program. You guys have to check this out. So if you go on your menu right here, click on grow, and then we're going to click on referral program. So this is a dashboard for the referral program. And once again, this is all built into Beehiiv. You don't have to get any plugins or you don't need any extra software or anything. This is all built into the platform. So at the very top here, we're going to take a look and it's going to say subscribers with referrals. So what that means is how many people that are subscribed to my newsletter have referred other people. And that's zero. And then the second one is total readers referred. So basically nobody's been referred. Nobody's done this referral program. What am I doing wrong here? No, I'm just kidding. No, so some people just, they don't see it, or maybe because it's at the bottom of my newsletter. I don't know. Anyway, so the cool part about this is you can offer perks or rewards in order to entice or to engage and encourage subscribers to actually share your newsletter to family, friends, coworkers, whoever in their network. So going down here under referral program down here, this is going to give you all of your different rewards. So you can create these and it's super easy to create them. So the first one that I created was called an affiliate marketing cheat sheet. And basically what that is a PDF. It's a digital download, as they call it. And it basically tells you the 10 top highest paying affiliate marketing programs that you can sign up for. And I put this together just kind of for my own, to keep myself organized. And I figured, why not give it out as a freebie, as a reward for somebody referring just one person. I'm like, come on, refer just one person. And nobody's taking me up on that. But anyway, so auto fulfill is going to be yes. So that basically means once somebody has referred one person, they're going to automatically get a copy of this in a PDF document they can download for free. It's digital, obviously. And then the milestone is it just takes one referral for them to access this. So the second one down is going to be 20% off all merchandise. And it's a coupon for 20% off you can use online. I have a merch store, so on my YouTube channel you can take a look at that, or I can leave a link down in the description if you guys are interested in checking it out. Anyway, it is also on autofill because it's just a coupon code, so it's just a line of text. And so the type is going to be single promo code. And the milestone for this is if somebody refers 5 people, they're going to receive this 20% off coupon for lifetime access for the merchandise, which is, I thought it was pretty awesome. I don't know. Nobody's done it. So, but, and then now the third one is, the shout out in a newsletter. So in order for you or somebody to get this one, they would have to refer 20 people to the newsletter. So that could be an individual, could be a business, small business, could be a YouTube channel, social media, whatever the case is. You can customize these however you like and really use your creativity and try to think of things that are going to bring value and be a benefit to your subscribers as rewards, short of actually like giving them money or like a Chick-fil-A gift card. Although I have heard that could work. So that might be an idea for the future. But yeah, this referral program, it's super easy to set up. All you have to do is go up here in the top right corner, click on new referral, and you're going to type in what's the reward. So basically, what is the reward, prize or product or whatever it is. And then physical reward type is going to be, is it a physical product, something you can hold in your hand and you have to ship? Or is it like a promo code like we talked about with the merch? Or is it going to be digital? So like a PDF, a Word document, that sort of thing. And then you put in the number of referrals needed for the milestone. So how many people does somebody need to refer in order to receive this reward? And then putting in a little description about it and disclaimer. You don't have to put this in. Prefixed article, you don't have to put that either. So an image is basically like a preview image of what they would receive. And if you don't have an image of it, you can just kind of put anything in here that makes sense. And then all you'd have to do is click on continue. And the next thing down is it would create an email, and then you can click on complete, and it's going to create your referral program. So let's take a look at what the actual referral program looks like. So right here, so it says share Maddox minutes. So this is what it's going to look like. If you are a new subscriber, you sign up to the newsletter, this is what you're going to see. So at the very bottom, you're going to see you need 1 referral for that PDF download for the cheat sheet, 5 referrals for that coupon code, and then 20 referrals for the shout out in the newsletter. And down here is going to be the link that somebody would click to refer somebody else. So This is all built in. You don't have to know how to code. You don't have to customize this in any way, shape, or form. It's going to show up automatically. So all you have to do is put in the referral tag in the bottom of the newsletter. So you do a backslash and then type in referral, and that's it. It's super, super easy. I highly recommend getting one of these set up. So if you're thinking about signing up for this newsletter, it's totally free. Check out the link in the description and you won't regret it, I promise. Let me know in the comments down below, what other rewards or perks should I add in here? So it'd be fun to see what you guys think. If sharing is caring, why not promote other creators' newsletters within the Beehiiv ecosystem? Monetization strategy number 4 is cross-promote newsletters. This is so cool. I'm so glad the Beehiiv has this built in. So what we're looking at here is under the grow menu here, we're going to click on recommendations. So recommendations, basically what you can do is you can team up with other publishers to grow your subscribers. So it says up here, your recommendations. So what it is you're basically, think about, do you remember the days when we had MySpace and it was like people are like begging for your top 8 spaces?
My MySpace page is all totally pimped out. Got people begging for my top 8 spaces.
Do you remember that? So this is kind of the same, but this is only top 4. So this, you can pick your top 4 newsletters that you like, that you read, that you follow, and that really kind of align with, you know, your topic or your niche, whatever your newsletter is about. So I just do all these 4. Superhuman is AI. This one, Big Desk Energy, is promoting the founder of Beehiiv, Tyler Denk. He has a newsletter about, it's all about basically like the startup company at Beehiiv and his day-to-day as a founder and building this company. It's really awesome. You guys check it out if you get a chance. Creator Spotlight is basically a newsletter that revolves around different creators and how people, their different strategies they use to create their content online. So it's really cool, really insightful interviews and stuff. And then finally, Milk Road. If you're not familiar with that, Milk Road is a newsletter all about crypto. So really kind of like watering down crypto and making it like super easy to follow and to understand. If you spent some time online, you've probably heard of the term affiliate marketing. And all that means is you're promoting a company's product or service and you have your own special referral link or unique link. And if somebody clicks on that link and they purchase through that link, then you're going to get a cut or a commission of whatever they buy. In my newsletter right here, I have a section, it's called Cool Find of the Week. And basically what I put in that section is it's all affiliate products. If somebody were to click this product, for example, Printful, which is a print-on-demand service, if they were to click through there and they were to make a purchase or sign up, then I would get a small commission. There's no cost to the person that clicks the link and pays. It's not like you're paying extra money or anything, but the company rewards you as an affiliate marketer for promoting the link and getting the word out about their company, the product, the service, that kind of thing. So let me know down in the comments below, have you guys tried affiliate marketing? Have you tried to promote somebody else's product and have you made any money? I definitely want to know. Networking is a very powerful way for you to grow your newsletter. And what better way to network than platforms like LinkedIn or different social media platforms? So as you can see right here, Inflow is a brand that we're working with together through networking. They create the very simple, the visual ad on the top. So like it's like the picture with the text, and they create the ad copy or the text that's underneath the picture. And all I have to do is basically copy and paste. This is too much information. You just overloaded me. I have no idea what you're talking about. It's too much. I can't do this. I want to encourage you to slow down for a sec, take a breath, and just be empowered. And you can do this. This is something you can do, and we can do it, right? Being over 40, we have the experience. I wanted to show you guys what a final product looks like for a newsletter. So I want to take you through my newsletter and just run you through what mine looks like. So this is live. This is a live version. And I'm going to leave a link down in the description below if you guys would like to join my newsletter. It's totally free. So The topic that I chose is basically learn how to make money online with a full-time job, similar to my YouTube channel. This is something that anybody can see. They don't have to be subscribed to be able to see this. And it also shows up in Google. So if you're Googling and you want to Google the keyword brand bucket, for example, this could potentially show up on Google. So not only are you going to be able to capitalize on the email subscribers list in order to monetize, promote, market, and network with your list and really connect with your audience, but also people that are, on Google searching for, kind of random stuff that in this case have to do with making money online, which is really cool. So here is just the example of my newsletter here. I have a little intro here. Then I have what the email is, or the email or the newsletter is about. I have a link to my YouTube channel right here. I have another banner here to promoting Beehiiv, to be able to earn $1 to $3 per subscriber. And we kind of talked about that with Beehiiv Boost a little bit earlier in the video. And here is the top story. So basically it's like my main topic that I put here that I want to talk about, which is Brand Bucket, which is another side hustle. So if you guys are interested in that, there's videos on my channel about Brand Bucket as well. So I put a little YouTube video here. And then just basically I try to make it as condensed but as valuable and informative as humanly possible. Easy to read, easy to follow. That's the thing. You don't want it to be like super cluttered, and it doesn't have to be like a novel. Like you don't have to write like a huge novel. So I just kind of stretch it out. Here's the sections of the different newsletter. So if we scroll down a little bit more, I have some tips, and then I always have a survey at the bottom of the newsletter. So it's just another indicator for me that says, hey, you're doing a good job, or people, we don't want to read this crap. I really hope you guys enjoyed this, enjoyed the video, and you got something out of it. And remember, do not be afraid. Please leave any comments or any questions down below, and I'd be happy to answer them as fast as I possibly can and engage with you guys. So there's no such thing as a stupid question. Over 40, we got this. If you're interested in learning how to make money online, please consider subscribing to the channel. So did you guys enjoy this video? I really hope you did. If you want to learn more about how to make money online, specifically with affiliate marketing, make sure to watch this video coming up next.